Hey guys, thanks for checking out another one of my videos. My name is Donald Kim, and on today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I decided to do an MBA, what my experience was like, and yeah, hopefully I can provide you with some insights from my experience doing graduate level business school. And so I actually went to a university here in Canada. It's called Simon Fraser University, SFU, and I'll specifically be talking about my experience through this program, and hopefully it can give you guys a lot of insights and perhaps some tips if you guys are about to embark on a journey to do your graduate level schooling in business school. And yeah, with that said, let's get straight into the video. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you guys, and so give me 1 second as I bring this up. Perfect. Gonna minimize my screen so then you guys can see my desktop. There we go. Okay, so it's called the Beedie School of Business, SFU, and to give you guys some context, the school over the last 16 years had been ranked the top comprehensive university in Canada for the 15th time over the last 16 years. I believe this was an article was actually put out at the end of 2023 for the year of 2024, which is this current year. SFU takes the top spot in Maclean's 2024 university rankings. Maclean is a magazine publications that would actually rank universities based on its kind of its criteria of what makes a good school. Takes into account of reputation, the programs offered, the research, and much more. Yeah, so SFU has been ranked continually as one of the top tier universities here up in Canada, and so that will give you some context here. And so here's another article saying that it was founded back in 1965, and with a distinct West Coast spirit, it has 3 campuses and over 30,000 undergraduate students. So yeah, it's been continually ranked quite highly on the on variety of lists that ranks the top universities. And so what MOT stands for is Management of Technology. So I actually did an MBA that was specific to the technology industry, and there's a few other programs that other MBA schools would actually provide, such as finance, specializing in entrepreneurship, management consulting perhaps. And so there's a lot of other kind of specializations, and I chose the MOT because I actually came from a technology background, a biotechnology background actually. And so I finished my first degree in biochemistry, molecular biology and biochemistry. I worked in the pharmaceutical biotechnology industry for several years before embarking on the journey to transition into business. And so yeah, this program is quite rigorous. There is a full-time program as well as a part-time program. I did the part-time program, which was about two years, but it enabled me to work full-time, and that's what I wanted to ensure that I did, so then there isn't that large gap on my resume. And also too, the opportunity cost. If you do it full time, then you miss out on a whole year of income. And so I just didn't want to incur debt from pursuing MBA school. And so there are some organizations, like companies, that will actually pay for your MBA, given that you're more senior and they see growth potential within the organization, and there's value in getting you that graduate level business education that will help propel the company further. And so you typically, if you are in the situation where your MBA is actually paid from a company, then you typically need to also stay at the company for a few years, so then they can get some return on investment in terms of their investment in you, right? And so I did the part-time program, so I was working full-time. I can talk about my work experience before getting to the MBA program and then afterwards. And so so I actually, like I said, worked in pharmaceuticals as a research scientist, and I worked up the ranks over the years. I had wanted to pivot into business, and so I took a market research analyst position, specializing in medical device markets, and so we research medical device markets in the U.S. markets, European markets, EU, and as well as Asia Pacific markets. So it was a really good experience to try to start to get into the business side of things, and slowly but surely I eventually got myself into MBA school. So typically, so here's the MBA program at a glance. The MOT program is delivered in the downtown Vancouver campus. Students come from a diverse range of industries, including healthcare, manufacturing, finance, education, engineering, technology, and biotechnology. You will get ample opportunities to hone your problem-solving skills through case studies, case competitions, and applied projects. You also get integrated into their career management center, so they can provide you with career consultation as well. So there's a lot of great things that you'll learn. Industry practices for market-focused research, strategy, and process formulation, develop project and people management skills, use financial analysis to make and build business cases for your projects, and much more. And yeah, so it was a 24-month part-time program, Monday to Thursday evenings, 6 to 9:30 p.m. So they are super long days for sure. You're going to work first thing in the morning. You need to get your bearings right, and then get into class. And those classes are really intense. A lot of times you get marked on participation, so you have to stay on the ball. You have to read ahead. You need to be very sharp at all times, right? They have some weekend intensive courses on as well. In total, I believe at the time it was around 42,500, I think, and so it's probably changed at this point. And so definitely, if you are kind of figuring out whether MBA is for you, there's a lot of great programs out there or events where they'll actually have MBA tours, where they'll have MBA schools from all around the country, and there you can talk to reps from each of the schools to get an insight to figure out what will be the best fit for you, right? And so there's mentorship and networking opportunities for sure. I had a mentor that was the VP of sales at a large enterprise company here in Vancouver, and yeah, just a lot of great benefits overall. I for me, it was very transformative. In that I learned everything from leadership skills, presentation skills, something that I wanted to really dial in on, financial analysis, accounting, innovation, leadership, negotiations, corporate finance, economics. So there's a lot of great things that you can actually learn from going through this program. For me, it was, like I said, it was transformative, right? It enabled me to get to a stage where I'm at today, which I'm very proud about. But one thing to kind of keep in mind, I did touch upon this as I was kind of reading through this program list details, is that MBA programs' strength is the strength of its alumni. And how do they strengthen the alumni? Is the quality of the people that they have in your cohort. And so to help enrich the learning experience, they want to have the top minds, top people from a variety of industries, so then they can have really strong and engaging discussions within the classroom setting. And yeah, just you can also integrate the learnings from people from different industries as we get into and dissect case studies and business case studies and whatnot, right? So yeah, discover the MBA innovation curriculum. So yeah, there's a pre-MBA semester where you get into the Excel financial accounting. So if you've been out of school for a while, then they want to make sure that you're up to speed with respect to some of the spreadsheets and financial accounting, because those will be kind of the foundational pieces for all the courses going forward. There's the orientation. You go through leadership and technology-driven enterprise, managing technological innovation, leadership for technology-driven enterprise, financial and managerial accounting. And then in the next semester, we went into managerial economics for technology firms, strategic use of information and knowledge. That summer, we had business ethics, topics in international business, and business operations design. I really enjoy business operations because a lot of things I can apply to my own company to find ways that we can innovate, integrate technology to mitigate roadblocks within the organization. And I also found financial accounting to be very helpful as well because we have to make sure we stay on top of our financial books, right, with our accounting and bookkeeping. And so I myself, as the CEO of the company, I really need to know the numbers. So I'm always looking into the numbers on a daily basis. So I get a report of the ins and outs in terms of cash flow and things like that. And so being able to read and understand financial statements, super beneficial. The balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement, and so and also integrating certain accounting ratios, so then you can get more granular in terms of the numbers, and so you can truly understand your numbers. Being able to predict your financials is part of risk mitigation. As the CEO of the company, you need to make sure that you mitigate risk, right? And so that for me was very, very beneficial. Marketing technology-based products and services, negotiations. I love negotiations. You learn about anchoring. You learn about kind of how to use leverage to maximize your power in negotiating setting. Financing the organization. Strategic management of technology-based firms, managing self and others, organizational simulation. This is really, really important because with respect to HR, you need to be able to, for myself, I need to understand HR, the things that motivate a team as I hire and build a scale a team. Special topics in business administration. So I did you just pick a topic and then I believe that it's based on the program. Entrepreneurship, really cool program. Capstone simulation, special topics, industry consulting projects, and so we did a capstone project, and so I can even recall some exams that we did in corporate finance. We just dove deep into really large companies and dissected the financials. I loved it completely. It was really, really awesome. To me, I love business, and so for me, it was really easy to do quite well in this program. I scored almost all A's, top of the class in a number of classes as well. So I really, really enjoyed it. The capstone project is basically a final paper that you would like a thesis paper that you write. I did a business plan on a company that I wanted to start, and yeah, I really, really enjoyed doing that. I loved doing the research, the write up, and the editing process, and working with the research supervisor, to ensure that it's fine tuned, right? And so, really great program. I did do a GDBA program. It's a graduate diploma of business administration program, and that one was kind of like the preliminary courses of businesses, just to ensure that it is something that I wanted to embark on. And I did quite well. I loved it. And so I'll talk about the GDBA program in another video, but yeah, really, really good program all around for sure. And it was a program that I did. The GDBA program was done online completely. There are some components where you actually have to meet in class, but I like the fact that I was able to work full time while doing it. The Management Technology MBA Learning. You will learn use customer-based research to inform product development strategy and processes, use data and statistics to support decision making, you use financial analysis to make a business case for your projects, understand global and intercultural business challenges. It is a rigorous business training program designed specifically for those who foster innovation in their business and processes, leverage digital technology strategically, stay agile in the face of a shifting global landscape. You learn by doing design for your life, tailored to tech, and intensive and experiential. There's case competitions, MBA games, guest speakers from industry and events. So goes into the class profile as well. Though class size is usually around 44, age 35. So you have a number of years experience. So your cohort are people that worked in the industry and worked their way up in the corporate ladder, and are the top tier, usually the top tier of those within their own industry. Average years of management experience of at least 4 years. Sample degrees include science, engineering, computer science, business, technology. Background industries include sectors in healthcare, energy, technology, transportation, logistics, education. Another great kind of thing that I took upon myself was to learn how to speed read, because I knew that in grad studies I had to consume a ton of information. So I read a few speed reading books, and it was really transformative because it's one of those skills that you can refine as you continue to read and read and read. And so it's another great skill to have as you integrate into the MBA program, where you have to read a ton of information. You have to consume so much information, and being able to quickly digest information and come up with a quick executive summary. If you're a CEO of a company, you need to make quick decisions based on data and information, and make sound and solid decisions in order to drive a company forward, right? And so that is a skill that I really enjoyed honing in on. Let's see here. So it goes into the faculty highlights here. Some of my professors I really enjoyed being part of the program, right? And so the requirements, undergraduate degree, a GMAT exam, a GRE score, work experience, language proficiency, entry via GDBA. That's a program that I did for international students, entry via invention and to innovation. And then this goes into all the deadlines that you need to know in order to apply. So there's a couple of rounds that you can get into in order to apply. But most MBA programs will actually have kind of like an event workshop where they'll maybe, for instance, they'll have a professor that will go through an example, case study or example class to get you insights in terms of how, first of all, they'll invite you to the school, and then so you can get used to the campus and the learning environment. And then also too, you'll also perhaps go through an example class, so then you can get a sense of what MBA class would be actually like. I'll put these all links into the description, and this actually, I finished my MBA in 2015, so I started in 2013, the management technology MBA. So there's actually a section with me in this particular video, and so here I am here. So definitely feel free to check it out. Here I'm here. And then here's another video as well where it goes through the convocation itself. I'll see if I can find myself here. Oh, here I am. I was really sick this day, and so but I just talk about my experience in the MOT program. Like I said, for me, it was such a transformative experience. It was such a good program, and I got so much out of it that I can, the things that I learned, the relationships that I gained from the alumni, really amazing experience all around. And for me, it was really transformative. I wanted to learn how to get at the skills that I was weak in. One being sales, and so I took a sales position within the biotech industry. I quickly became the top producer, the top salesperson, managing all of the East Coast and a big portion of the central U.S. markets. Kind of made a name for myself. My mentor got me in touch with a startup here in Vancouver, a SaaS company, where I worked directly under the chief marketing officer, the CMO, and the VP of sales. And so it was such a great experience. Amazing experience working for a startup. The hunger, the drive, and just wearing a lot of hats and doing whatever it takes to make the company succeed. I absolutely loved that. And then once I finished my MBA, my next trajectory was I got headhunted as a VP, a vice president at a tech company. And but throughout that process, I always kind of had this side hustle. And after working as a VP for a while, I eventually went off to do go full time into building up my first kind of main business that really took off, which is a digital marketing agency, Optimized Webmedia, which I still operate and run today. And since then, I've also started several other businesses as well. I've actually started my entrepreneurship journey. Actually started years prior, and so I've always knew that I wanted to be an entrepreneur and get into investing as well. And so, which I'll talk about later in later future videos as well. But in any case, yeah, I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. Like I said, for me, it was a very transformative experience. I really enjoyed the MBA program and I got so much out of it. And really, the MBA school that you choose has to be reflective in terms of what you want to get out of it, right? If you want to, get into investment banking, iBanking, or management consulting, you probably want to get into, one of the Ivy League schools in the States, or, some schools in Toronto if you're in Canada, on the East Coast as well. And so it really depends on what you want to get out of it. For me, I felt like I got exactly what I wanted to get out of it. I was able to transition from biotechnology, pharmaceuticals to technology, and then ultimately start my own companies and run my own business as well. And so with that said, I hope that this video was very helpful for you guys. Put anything in the comments below. I'll try to read and respond to them. And if you found this video helpful, it'll really help if you like this video, comment, and subscribe to learn more about kind of future videos. And so with that said, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye now.